back to Instant Pot with Poonam. Thanks for joining today. Today, I am going to simplify how to make a rather overwhelming idea of samosas. I love traditional samosas, and I love when my mom used to make them, or when I go to a restaurant, I used to love eating them. But just the whole like frying and stuffing and making the stuffing, everything was just too much for me. So we have come up with an idea to make the stuffing for the samosas, but instead of having to wrap it and see if they stick and make sure they fry okay and all that mess, what we're gonna do is make samosa sandwiches. So it's a low calorie option. We're not frying anything. And it's not from the freezer, because usually people buy samosas from the freezer. So we thought, why not make a more fresh way of doing it and a more low calorie way of doing it too, and a quick way of doing it. So let's go ahead and run through the ingredients for the samosa stuffing. Now remember, these are not the most traditional or the best ways to do them. It's just a more efficient way of getting a traditional dish at home. If you're craving this dish especially, this is going to be a really easy one for you to do. So let's run through the ingredients that you need for the Instant Pot. So you're going to need some potatoes. You're going to need frozen peas and carrots. Again, if you don't want this, you don't have to add it. It's your preference. Lemon, onions. I have some salt, some garam masala, and some ginger that I shredded up, or you can blend up, whatever you have. And then to improvise, usually we eat samosas with a chutney that's made out of cilantro and mint. So I go to the frozen section at the Indian store and I buy these really great cups that you just put in the microwave. And we're going to spread that on our sandwiches to improvise, because we're not going to make a fresh chutney at home. So you'll need some water for when you steam the potatoes, as well as your rack that goes in the bottom of the Instant Pot. And back there I have my bread for the sandwiches, and then I have a grilled cheese maker, or a sandwich grill. If you don't have one, it's okay. You can use a pan like you make a grilled cheese on your stove, and so we can even do that. If you don't have a grill, you don't have to have it. So in order to get started, we're first going to cook the potatoes. So you are going to pour your water in, or you can put your trivet in first. So put your trivet in first, pour the water. And then I cut up the potatoes in pieces so it'll cook faster. You can put whole potatoes if you want, but you'll have to extend your time. But this kind of just makes the whole process faster. You just throw it all in. And then close it up. Lock your vent so the pressure doesn't release. And then you're gonna go to your manual button, and you're gonna scroll down to 7. So I'm going to 7 minutes just because I've cut up my potatoes. If you're using the full ones and not cutting it at all, definitely make sure you might need to extend your time a few minutes, but kind of play with it and see which way works. So we'll come back and finish the stuffing for the samosas, and then we'll get to our sandwiches in just a little bit. All right, everybody, so the timer went off. It's been 3 minutes since the timer went off, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this off. I've already taken the steam out for you. So you're gonna open this up. Be careful, because it is very hot when the steam comes out. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but there is a slot here. You can put your lid in there and it holds it, which I just figured out a little while ago, and thought I'd share it with you guys. So that's a good trick to, if you don't know where to put your lid, that's where to put it. So take the potatoes out, and you can see they're already falling apart a little bit, which is fine because you're gonna mash them all up. But this is a really quick way of getting potatoes done. Instead of having whole potatoes, cut them up, and you'll see that they get done quicker. All right. Oops. And then we're gonna go ahead and mash these up, and we're gonna empty our Instant Pot, and we'll come right back to show you the next few steps on how to get done with the samosa stuffing. Okay, everybody, so we mashed the potatoes up, and then our next few steps are pretty simple, and then you're ready to make your sandwiches. So you're gonna take some oil, and I've put the Instant Pot on saute mode. Now, before you ever put oil in here, remember there was water when we did the steaming for the potatoes. So definitely make sure that once you dump all the water out for the potatoes in the sink, make sure you dry it really well, because you do not want water splashing on you when you add the oil in. So we've already done that and dried the pot. So we're adding the oil in. So you can see the oil went to the outside rim, and that tells you that it's heated up really well. And then you're gonna go ahead and throw in your onions. And I go ahead and throw the ginger in there with it. Stir it up. Some people like to add cumin. If you have it, you can add it. If not, it's totally okay because we have the garam masala coming in pretty soon. So just kind of let that saute for a minute or so, and then we're gonna come back and add the carrots and peas. All right, the next thing you're gonna add in are your carrots and peas. Make sure you get all of it in there. Stir that up real good. And then you're gonna add in your salt and your garam masala in. Mix that up real good. Now, depending on how spicy you like it or how strong you like your mix, you can add additional garam masala if you want. You can also add some green chilies if you want it spicier. So that's another option for you. Now just go ahead and add in your potatoes. And we're just gonna mix that out, and then we're gonna squeeze the lemon in on top. So I just like to mix it up nice so that the flavoring can get in and the masala can get in the potatoes. You can also add some oil if you want. I'm not going to, because again, this is a low-calorie option compared to traditional samosas. So go ahead and you might have chunks of your potato left, but you can always just mash them down while you're in here. So leave it on saute mode, let the potatoes mix in with the ginger and the masala, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some lemon into this. So I'm gonna squeeze out my lemon in my bowl so I can filter out my seeds. Remember, the fork trick is the really fast way of getting juice out of your lemon or lime. And then just kind of filter out the seeds and pour it in. There's one hanging on, there we go. And then just mix it up real good, let it sit for a second, and I'm gonna go grab my bread and chutney so we can start getting that together in our sandwich maker. Alrighty, everybody, so it looks like everything's mixed up nice. And again, like I said, you can add more spices if you need it. I went on the milder side just in case everyone can't eat spicy. So in order to get ready for your sandwich building, you are gonna take some butter, and you're just gonna basically make a traditional grilled cheese with samosa stuffing. So I just line my grill with butter on it. You may get some drips, and that's okay. And then you're just gonna put your bread, and you're basically just gonna drop in some of the stuffing. It doesn't have to be perfectly set on the bread, but you can kind of just lay it in on both slices. There's a big chunk right there, we'll take that out. And just spread it through, and then what we're gonna do with the chutney is spread it on the other bread, the other side of this, so that way you can get some chutney inside the sandwich. And this just has really good flavor, so definitely try it. And again, really good way if you're craving some samosas and don't have access to frying them. And if you'd like to fry them, you know, talk to your mom, your aunt, uncles, grandma. They probably know how to stuff them. Some people use tortillas. Some people make them homemade wraps or out of flour, and they fry it. So definitely something you can still do with this stuffing if you want the traditional samosa and fry it. We're doing the improvisation style of low-calorie sandwiches. So we will come back and show you what that looks like once our grill tells us it's ready, and you'll get to see me eat it. All right, so our grill says it's ready. We're gonna pull it out. You can smell it. But look how nice this grill makes grilled cheese. It's great. So definitely unplug it so you don't want to burn your sandwich. And it'll be really hot when you take it out. But what I would do if I was eating this is definitely cut it up. And then I would have my chutney on the side, and you can dip it if you want extra. But this is really hot, so I'm gonna cool it down a bit. And then you can dip it in your, let's wait a bit. So we'll wait while it cools down, and then you can cut it up, dip it in your chutney, or you can just have it on its own. But this is a great way to incorporate traditional samosa flavors into a very quick way of having a sandwich. So definitely try this. If you don't have one of these, check out our shop. You can find one. If not, you can use your fry pan on your stove and make a grilled cheese sandwich with these ingredients. So definitely try it. I hope you enjoy it. And on the bottom, you will see a subscribe button. Definitely make sure that you subscribe. and you will get to see our past videos and future videos. And we're gonna go enjoy some samosa sandwiches. So thanks for watching, and come back and see us later on. Once again, thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed that one for your quick and easy samosas. If you wanted to reference any of our other videos, check out the panel on the left-hand side. Definitely make sure you subscribe at the bottom. There's a button that's red and white. Click on it so that way you don't miss any of our future videos, but always can reference our past videos. I hope you enjoy that, and we will be seeing you shortly.